Now we're looking at education. So how does this budget deal with education? What are some of the changes that are happening now?
Well, I think there are some very fundamental changes within education, particularly related to literacy and making sure that the young students are prepared for school at a younger age. I think that is so fundamental when you're talking about being prepared to learn. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of young people have not had that opportunity because we have essentially lowered the standards that's required, basic reading and arithmetic and things like that. So within this budget are some criteria that have to be met by school districts to make sure that young children are ready to learn, that they're not falling behind at an early age. Because if you're not ready to learn coming into kindergarten, first and second grade, you're going to fall behind. And that is simply not fair. So I'm really happy to see that we included some basic literacy and education criteria within this budget.
And this is a total revamp in a lot of ways. We're now requiring all schools, whether they be a traditional school, whether it's a charter school, a private school, every education system in Pennsylvania is going to be required to use evidence-based tools to make sure that students from K through 3 are learning to read.
Absolutely.
And if they're not learning to read, then their parents are going to be notified, and there's going to be an approach to an actual action plan to help this student learn how to read. And so often you hear about that kind of breakdown in communication between students and parents and teachers. And so this is really a way that is set in stone of how to try and break through that barrier.
And it's a win for everybody. I know that educational groups, teachers have come into our office and spoken with us about wanting to see this happen because they care about the children, as we all do. And we really want to make sure that our young people are prepared to be successful in life. So I think this fundamental requirement is really going to make a huge difference for the future of Pennsylvania and for our young people and their families.